Hello and welcome to another edition of Inside Leatherneck Athletics. I'm your host, Cody Snodgress. Today joining me is Kelly Richardson. Thanks for coming today.
Thank you for having me.
Kelly Richardson is the newest member of the Western Illinois Fighting Leathernecks coaching staff. She was named head coach on January 22nd. So coming over here from Texas Arlington, obviously Texas is a lot different from Macomb. What's been the biggest transition so far?
You know, it's actually been a pretty smooth transition so far. From a standpoint of Arlington and Macomb, probably the size is the biggest difference. Arlington is a very big city and, lots of traffic, lots of people, and Macomb has, obviously a smaller town. And so, that's been an easy transition for my family though, because it's something that we prefer and we like.
Texas Arlington last year was pretty successful, winning over 20 games. Is there anything that you hope to bring from last year, from that team to this team this year?
Absolutely. It was a very successful season at UTA and, learned a lot in that program and was very fortunate to work under Diane Sawyer or Seymour, I apologize, and she's doing a wonderful job down there. I think the biggest thing is just that demeanor of, the girls came out and they knew they were going to win, and changing that culture here is going to be really important. We want the girls to come out and we want them to know that they can win every single night and that they will win every single night. And that's something that UTA had, and that's something that we hope to bring here.
You're not the newest coach on the coaching staff this year for the volleyball team. You also brought in Dan Brown from the University of North Dakota. What are some certain things that you like and the reason why you kind of brought him in?
I think one of the biggest components to bringing Dan onto staff is his experience at UND. He was the associate head coach there and was a part of that transition period for that program. When they were transitioning from D2 to D1, he was a big part of that. And, that's been extraordinary for us to have as we're in this transition period for our team and, making our team successful. So he also has a lot of experience recruiting, a lot of recruiting ties here in the North, which is very important for our program. We want to make sure that we're bringing in, kids from this area and that we build that name at Western Illinois.
Talking about players that you brought in, you recently signed 12 new players on April 14th. What are certain things that you saw from these 12 players that you really liked?
I think the best thing about these 12 players is not only are they very good volleyball players, and they're exceptional athletes, but they're exceptional people. They have strong character, they have strong work ethic, and they've completely bought into what we are doing here. They all come from winning programs. They know what it means to win, and just that demeanor, that mentality is what this program needs in order to be successful.
Before Texas Arlington, you coached in the state of Missouri for 7 years. Did that help bring in those 12 players, as 7 of the 12 players that you brought in are from the Midwest?
Yeah, I've spent most of my coaching career in the Midwest, and so that's helped me develop those ties here in the Midwest, and I think that definitely helps in this area. So, I've tried to take the relationships that I built while at SBU and, with various clubs and high schools and put that into play here.
Sticking with Southern Baptist in Missouri, you brought that program, you turned it around in 2013, giving it a winning season. So you obviously no stranger to that. How do you look to have the same success here, same problems that you saw at Baptist when you first started to problems that you saw here with the team last year?
It's similar in the change of culture needs to happen. So it's really important for, that immediate demeanor in the gym to be able to change. And so, I definitely take that experience I had at SBU and am able to apply it here. But I'm also a little bit older and a little bit wiser. I was a very young coach when I first got to SBU. And so all of those experiences only help in the process here.
Talking about experiences, are there certain offensive and defensive gameplay that you saw last year that you want to change this year, or certain formations that you like to run?
We want to definitely keep a quick offense. That's going to be important for us. We're not really sure if we'll be in a 6-2 or a 5-1 yet. I think a lot of that's going to depend on these players when they come in, who filters into what position and what's best for our program. But either way, we have a lot of offensive options, so I think we're going to be able to run a fast tempo, quick offense. Defensively, we have some strong defensive players coming in as well. So, a lot of them actually had front row experience in high school, which gives them kind of a, offensive attacking demeanor, which is important to have in the backcourt as well.
Talking about the players coming in, and obviously a lot of goals are being set right now. Are there any certain goals you wish to accomplish in your first season?
You know, for us, we want to come out and we want to be competitive every single time that we play, but we obviously want to win, and that's a big goal for us. And I think this group that we've brought in, we're very capable of accomplishing that goal. And so it's up to us to get it all together, put it together, and be able to go out and compete every single night in the Summit.
With the schedule being released, you see a couple of non-conference games. Are there any non-conference or conference games that you were looking forward to playing this year?
To be honest with you, I'm looking forward to playing every single match. So we're just ready to get on the court and compete. We can't wait.
All right, and then you talked about the biggest challenge so far has been changing the culture. Has there been any other challenges that you face as a coach?
You know, right now it's been, again, a pretty easy transition. Our kids have bought in, they're excited about what we're doing. And so, you know, our biggest challenge right now is time is moving too slow and we got to wait till August to get them all here. So we're ready for everyone to get here and get going.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for you today on Inside Leatherneck Athletics. For Kelly Richardson, I'm Cody Snodgress. Thank you for watching.